A balloon is rising straight up from a level ground and tracked by a rangefinder 500 feet from liftoff point. At the moment the rangefinder's elevation reads pi over 4 radians, the angle is increasing at a rate of 1400 radians per minute. How fast is the balloon rising at that moment? Step 1 is we're going to draw a diagram from the given information that we know. So we are told that the rangefinder is 500 feet from the liftoff point, and we know that the angle of elevation is pi over 4 radians. Our diagram will form a right triangle. Since the balloon is lifting straight up from a level ground, we know the angle is going to be 90 degrees. The rangefinder is 500 feet back. We don't know the actual height. Now that we know this, our next step is to identify the rate of change. And the rate of change we're given is 1400 radians per minute. We're going to refer to that as d theta dt. That's how the angle is changing. So knowing that d theta dt is 0.14 radians per minute, what we want to find is the change in height. That comes from the last sentence. How fast is the balloon rising at that moment? So what is the change in height with respect to time when the angle is pi over 4 radians? The other thing we need to do is come up with an equation. Since we have a right triangle, the two measurements we know, h and 500, form an opposite over adjacent relationship. Or if you're using the Cartesian system, it would be y over x. So y over x, or opposite over adjacent, would be the tangent. So the tangent of theta is equal to h over 500. Now we can differentiate. The derivative of the tangent is secant squared theta times d theta dt. That's the implicit differentiation part. And h over 500 has a derivative of 1 over 500 dh dt. There's certain values that we know. We know theta, we know dh dt, so we can plug those in, and the secant squared of pi over 4 times 1400 equals 1 over 500. When we solve for dh dt, we're going to get 140 feet per minute. That's our change in height. However, there's one more step. Don't forget to write your answer as a complete sentence. So a sample would be, the balloon is rising at a rate of 140 feet per minute when theta is equal to pi over 4.